same song and dance every single week, the way we've gone through the playoffs. Yep. Here we are again now talking about the Super Bowl. Are we sleeping on the Pats?
Absolutely. I think we're criticizing them going into the playoffs. It was all about, well, they haven't played anybody in the regular season. You look at their strength of schedule as if they're not playing NFL teams week in and week out. Then we're looking at them in the playoffs. We're excusing Drake May. Well, he's fumbled the ball. He's had turnovers. Well, they won the game. He didn't even have 100 yards passing. We keep coming up with excuse after excuse about this New England Patriots team. But the fact of the matter, this is a football team that has a first-year head coach with the New England Patriots, has a quarterback in their second year, spent the most money in free agency this past offseason. So that's a ton of new guys to build chemistry with. And all they've done all season long was find ways to win. I think you even look at that game on Sunday. Both teams had to play in the weather. The Patriots found a way, whether it was Drake May running the ball, whether it was a flea flicker in this type of weather to come up with a big play, they found a way to win. They didn't turn the ball over. They didn't make the mistakes that the Denver Broncos did. And now looking forward to this Seattle game, we watched the Seahawks beat up on the Rams, and automatically you say, well, the Rams are a better team than New England, so they'll do the same. Sam Darnold had a terrific game. He also wasn't pressured the way New England is going to blitz and try to get after him. So I do think we're sleeping on this team for so many different reasons and trying to find ways to not give them their flowers, because this is a team that won 8 games over the prior 2 seasons. And in 1 year, they've completely turned the franchise around, won the division, a division in which we all believed Buffalo was going to be a top. And we're going to be watching Josh Allen get his opportunity to play in his first Super Bowl. Instead, it's Drake May, who has his own resurgence and is up still for the MVP. So this is a team that I think shouldn't be slept on. And look at that and say 60% chance for the Seahawks to win the Super Bowl. And we're not even a few days after just championship weekend.
Are the Patriots being slept on? Yes, they are. But I don't agree with him, even though I sound like I do. I'm snoring.
Wow.
I'm sleeping on them big time.
Wow.
Y'all ain't winning the Super Bowl. Y'all ain't winning the Super Bowl. I'm telling you to your face right now as a New England Patriot. You ain't winning the Super Bowl, okay? You ain't beat Seattle.
I need to sit back.
Let me tell you something right now. The New England Patriots, listen, it was a nice run. It was really, really nice. It's going to be a competitive Super Bowl, I have no doubt, because the defense is real.
Okay.
The New England Patriots defense is real. I got big-time questions about your offense. Never mind that you had the easiest schedule since the 1999 Rams. Never mind that you went against a Los Angeles Chargers squad that didn't have a couple of offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Never mind that you went against a Houston Texans team that was anemic offensively to begin with, but then you played the game without Nico Collins, and Schultz had to go down, okay? Never mind all that. Never mind the fact that a blizzard came to y'all aid in the second half. And by the way, you didn't have to go up against Bo Nix, who broke his ankle. What is it, the second to last play of the game in overtime? I mean, what you talk about luck. Now, I will say this. The reason why you shouldn't sleep on the New England Patriots is because clearly divine intervention is shining down upon them. I mean, damn, how much luck can you get? Every single way. You got luck at the beginning of the season with your schedule. You got luck as the season went on. You got lucky in the playoffs against the Chargers, the Texans, and the Denver Broncos. But it ends now. It ends now. I'm telling you right now, I'm snoring. I'm talking about give me a pillow, let me take a nap. I'm not worried about y'all winning this Super Bowl at all. That's right, I said it. Seattle are those dudes. I mentioned L.A., I mentioned Houston, I mentioned Denver. Who's the number 1 defense? Say it.
Seattle.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you right now, it ends now. It ends now. I ain't trying to be a killjoy. I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be very, very competitive. I think you'll be in a position where I'm not anticipating a blowout or anything like that. But when the dust settles and you combine that with the memory of Malcolm Butler stealing a Super Bowl championship because the ball should have been given to beast
That was luck. That was luck, too.
Absolutely. Luck that an idiotic offensive coordinator and a coach that still never recovered from it, okay? Yeah. I mean, you don't call a pass at the half-yard line when beast mode got you there to begin with. That was ridiculous. Y'all lucked up because that play should have never been called. You should have handed it to beast mode, who gave you every impression throughout the second half that he could run roughshod over y'all. That's what happened. Vengeance is Seattle's. It will be exacted a week from Sunday. The Seattle Seahawks win the Super Bowl championship.
Slept on.
Okay, Seahawks are the biggest Super Bowl favorite since the 2021 Rams. Obviously, we have a week and a half to talk about this, and we will do that a ton. Let's go to the news we got over the weekend, because the Steelers, Stephen A. brought that up, they did hire their head coach. Mike McCarthy will take over as the Steelers team. That said goodbye to Mike Tomlin after 19 years. They have a very expensive defense and a big question mark at quarterback. Steelers president Art Rooney said that the door is still open for Aaron Rodgers to return, but that was not the deciding factor on whether or not to bring in McCarthy. But given their relationship, everyone, should Rodgers return for another season with the Steelers? Jeff, what do you think? Do you think Rodgers should go back to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I don't think that would be an issue for me, Rodgers going back. My bigger issue is who are the guys? Are you going to go draft one? Are you going to bring one in to develop? I think that's really why you bring Mike McCarthy in. It's not to manage, Aaron Rodgers at the end of his career. It's to develop the next guy in Pittsburgh that, to Stephen A's point a minute ago, they haven't been able to find. And I think that's what differentiated Mike McCarthy from the other candidates as Rooney's. And they believe that, look, we got a guy who's developed quarterbacks. He's won games in the NFL. He can do these things. Even if you have a decent season or a good season with Aaron Rodgers, you still have to have some kind of pattern to go and move on beyond this. And I think that's why you bring McCarthy in. So, if Rodgers decides to come back, great. But if he doesn't, I think that's why you went out and got McCarthy. Can he coach Aaron Rodgers? It's proven absolutely. But you need the next guy. You need to be concerned with who's coming in next. I don't think even with Aaron Rodgers that the Steelers go on and win the Super Bowl next year or even get to the AFC Championship game. Could they win a playoff game? Maybe. But I don't know that McCarthy gives me any more confidence than Mike Tomlin did. So we need to talk about the future in Pittsburgh, not just a 42-year-old quarterback that's going to be 43 once the season starts.
Yeah, I'm with Jeff to a point. My answer is no, though. I don't think they should be bringing Aaron Rodgers back. I think you're bringing Mike McCarthy. You're moving on from what we've seen transpire in Pittsburgh since 2016 with them falling short to win a playoff game. I think running it back with Aaron Rodgers, replacing Mike Tomlin with Mike McCarthy is almost like Groundhog Day. You're doing the same thing. And for Steelers fans, they're looking around and they're like, well, what are we doing? We're going to try and now go to the divisional round or to the championship weekend and think we're going to get to the Super Bowl with this same roster with Aaron Rodgers as our quarterback. I think to Jeff's point, I guess there's a thought process that you bring Rodgers back and he's almost a bridge quarterback to the next guy. I can't see Aaron Rodgers saying, yes, I'm going to come back to help bring in that next guy and show him the ropes and be that mentor where my arm is around him all training camp and we're just hanging out and we're buddies. I don't see that happening. So to me, if you're the Steelers, it's time. It's back.
I completely agree with you. And here's the thing that I just want to say. Like we talk about it being more, say, you're going to move on from Mike Tomlin. You need to give me better than Mike McCarthy. I mean, no disrespect. The man's won 61% of his games. He's a Super Bowl champion.
They won Tomlin.
And I know my Tomlin left, but I'm just saying, you hired Chuck Noll. You remember, he's there for 23 years. Yeah. He was in his 30s. You go out and you get Bill Cowher. He was 35. You go out and you get Mike Tomlin. He was 35, okay? This is the days of Dan Rooney. Now, Art Rooney II, who's been the president since 2003, has really been in control from 2017 once his daddy passed away, God rest his soul. So the bottom line is this, y'all. This is your first hire, and you go against everything that has worked for the Pittsburgh Steelers. What have we raved about with this organization? They had 3 coaches in the franchise's history. Yeah. 3 coaches. And now here you come with a dude that none of us expect to last past 3 years or so, okay? That's just the reality of the situation. So you're looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers, and you're like, what the hell is going on here? This was your quarterback depth chart at the start of the season. It was Aaron Rodgers. It was Mason Rudolph. It was Will Howard.
Indeed.
And Skylar Thompson. Sound like a soap opera. I mean, I would know. Mr. Brick from General Hospital. I would know. It sounds like Skylar Thompson. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. You got to send a better message to the Pittsburgh Steelers fan base than that. And Aaron Rodgers, we respect the man. The man is 42 years old. Yep. He's going to be 43 in December. Aaron Rodgers, did y'all know this? He completes 71% of his passes in a clean pocket. Do you know what that percentage dipped to under pressure? 42%. Did you know that 72% of his passes was for 10 air yards or less? So you dipping and dunking all the time. Now, you completed about 72% of those passes. Yeah. I don't give a damn. If everything is just dipping and dunking underneath, what's that going to accomplish? You got to be able to throw the ball down the field. You got, by the way, DK Metcalf. Listen, I love DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is a stud. But as a number 1, he had a difficult time getting open. Shouldn't have lost Pickens. Yep. You understand? Shouldn't have let that man get away to Dallas. Maybe Aaron Rodgers would have been a lot better if you kept Pickens with Metcalf, okay? But you didn't do that. Well, damn it, he ain't coming back. He's still in Dallas. Yep. Who you got now? And I'm just looking at it and I'm saying, wait, your GM, Omar Khan, this man goes out. He spends anywhere from 160, 175 million on the defense. We saw the defense look worse, not better. So, excuse me, Tomlin's gone. The decision maker that's there in Khan has not given us anything to be excited about. You go out and you get a coach that's considered a lateral move, who, by the way, is 27 years older than the previous coaches that you hired when you hired them, giving an infusion to the Steeler Nation and the Steeler fan base. And I'm just looking at this man here. I'm talking about Art Rooney and the quotes or whatever. You've given the Pittsburgh Steeler fan base nothing to be excited about. You know what he talked about? He talked like a guy that people were coming to see them for free. He didn't talk about the paying customer. Because you've given them nothing to be excited about. Absolutely nothing. And I'm going to say it on national television. It ain't about Khan right now. It ain't even about McCarthy. McCarthy, please understand. I respect this man as a coach. He's a Super Bowl champion. He's gone to the players. Took Dallas to back-to-back 12-win seasons minimum. I respect this man. It's not about him. It's about the Steeler Nation. It's about the tradition. It's about what you established. It's about what's regressed since that period of time. You ain't won a playoff game in 9 years. You've taken over in 2017. You're 0-6 in the playoffs since that particular moment in time. You're going to hire this man in the 60s, who, by the way, was pushed out of Green Bay, was ultimately pushed out of Dallas with Aaron Rodgers and Dak Prescott as his quarterback. Now you got 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers. You're looking for him, to find a new quarterback for you, to build the culture. He's 62 years old when Aaron Rodgers departed from him, even though their relationship is good now. What did Aaron Rodgers say? You know what? I mean, it was low IQ. He wasn't enthused by the play calling. All of this stuff was reported. This ain't me. This is them. And Art Rooney goes out, hires this man, and then looks into the camera and talks to Steeler Nation and says, well, you know what, we're not concerned about their feelings. The games will say, what? This is Steeler Nation. Who the hell do you think you are? You talking about a man that born on third base thinking he hit a triple? What the hell is that? You don't talk to Steeler Nation like that. Their loyalty, their dedication, their commitment to you, they didn't deserve better than an answer like that? That's what you telling them? We got this. Y'all just sit back and step aside and watch what we do. Who the hell do you think you are? You ain't your daddy, you ain't your uncle, you ain't your family members. You're a Rooney, but you ain't them because your record proves that you ain't them. You don't talk to Steeler Nation like that. This is unacceptable, but we got to...